Hi, welcome once again to Understand Your Child. In today's episode, I would like to share with you my very first experience in the classroom. 15 years ago, yes, 15 years ago, I'd wanted to change careers and I'd stumbled across the teacher training agency. And one of the criteria was for you to go into a classroom setting to go and have an experience or have a feel of what you're getting yourself into. Yes, it was kind of funny, but to be honest, I left the classroom that day with a shock of my life. Okay, this was in October, I think, of the year 2001. I'd wrote to a school in Forest Gate then, in the east of London, to just come in and have an experience or just have a feel of what school life is like. I was granted the application, so I went in that fateful morning and I'd had the first two lessons, which went really well. I enjoyed the lessons. But the third lesson I went into, oh wow. I had the experience of my life. The lesson had already started, and just about 10 minutes into the lesson, a young girl walked through the doors. Obviously, the lesson had started, so she was late. Not only did she walk into the lesson, she strolled majestically into the lesson, and she had a can of Coke in her hand. I was at the back of the class thinking, oh, what's going on? The teacher stopped her and said, "You're late. Why are you coming into the lesson 10 minutes late?" She ignored the teacher and she just continued walking through. And I was at the back thinking, this would never happen whilst I was at school. I went to school back in Nigeria and this would have never ever happened. Okay. She walked through and the teacher said again, "I would like to know why you walked late into the lesson." She walked back out of the class, making so much noise, distracting the lesson. And yet again, in about 2 or 3 minutes, she came in, not just strolling, not just with a bottle of Coke, but singing. And I thought, this can't be. The teacher now had to get one of the senior members of staff to come and get the girl out of the class. She was shouting, kicking, screaming. But what I thought sitting back there was, not only has she wasted the teacher's time, who had actually spent time planning the lesson to teach, she'd also robbed the other students who were there who wanted to learn of their learning time. At the end of the lesson, I'd sat down with the teacher and I'd questioned her as to, why is this happening? Is this a normal occurrence? But she did say to me, she said, well, that's some of the things we have to put ourselves through as teachers. But I thought to myself, no, I really wouldn't want to put myself through that. At the end of the day, I left the school with mixed feelings. One, I was a little bit discouraged, thinking, do I really want to put myself through this? But sitting down again and thinking, I thought, hey, you could make a difference. You could be the teacher that could make a difference. Another thing I thought about was, I had a 3-year-old daughter at that time, and I was thinking, that could have been my daughter. So, with all of those thoughts running through my mind, I thought, do you know what? I am going to put myself forward and I am going to be a teacher with a difference. And that's where the journey started. Thank you very much for listening. I would be sharing what brought about Understand Your Child in the next video. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to my channel. I look forward to speaking to you again next time. Thank you. Bye.